What's up, guys? It is day number 305 of the At Home Fitness Programming Series. This is At Home Fitness with Coach A. I am Coach A, and this is the YouTube channel that aims to bring you guys in gym quality coaching and workouts for your at home or garage gym needs. Now, today we have two pieces. We are going to hit the next week of our single leg jumping, single leg stability, single leg power, production, whatever you want to call it, cycle. We're going to work on a little bit of stability, control, and strength through the torso today. So I'm not even going to write this down for you guys because it's not going to make sense. I'm going to describe it and then I will show it to you. You're going to do with a dumbbell in each hand. You're going to go into an RDL hinge on one leg, and then you're going to do two bent over rows from that single leg balance position. All right, so if that is one rep, so to speak, meaning hinge, row, row, push back out of the hinge, we're going to do that 5 times. 5 times with the right, and then we're going to do the same thing 5 times with the left. That is one round. So there's going to be rest in between the right and the left, and then there's going to be rest in between the left and the right. We're going to do this for 5 rounds. So you're going to do 25 total sets of that, each side of the body, each side of the hip, each leg kind of thing. Okay, I'll walk you guys through this. When I walk you through it, I will do it in that correct order so you can see what I'm talking about here and how to count the reps. Now, second piece for today is going to be the workout. Bear with me again, this could be a little bit confusing. We're going to do a kettlebell series on each side, so it's going to be a little bit more unilateral work. Every time we go to trade or change off sides, we're going to do 10 mountain climbers. Okay, so it's going to be a 10-minute AMRAP. We're going to do 1 swing, 1 clean, 1 snatch. I'm going to set it down, 10 mountain climbers. Left, 1 swing, 1 clean, 1 snatch, 10 mountain climbers. When I go back to the right, it now becomes 1, 2 swings, 1, 2 cleans, 1, 2 snatches, mountain climbers. Left, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, mountain climbers. Then we're off to 3 each. 3 each, 4 each, 4 each, 5 each, 5 each, etc. for the length of the 10-minute AMRAP, always performing those 10 mountain climbers in between these switch of sides and technically switch arounds. Stick around, check out those demos. It'll make this seem a little bit more understandable probably, and possible modifications. All right, guys, so let's talk about the mechanics of this RDL with a bent over row. I'm going to hinge myself into the RDL depth position. From there is where we try and isolate balance and do the row. So this would be one set of it. This is going to be the second rep technically, even though there's 3 reps as part of each rep. The big thing here is I want to be aggressive with my back leg. I'm really squeezing that left glute and extending that hip and leg back almost to keep it in line with the spine so I'm balanced on my right leg. And then obviously make sure we're controlling the weight coming down. Similar to a bird dog row, the more violent movement, the more aggressive movement you have, the more off balance you're probably going to become. So we did 5 little series of the hinge, row, row. It can also be done with the dumbbells if you guys want to do them with dumbbells or kettlebells. It's just going to be a little bit more challenging to balance since you don't have the bar to help you balance. That might be something you want out of this. If we get, if it's a little easy for us to do with the barbell, we can always grab dumbbells or kettlebells and go with it from there. Now, if you have one object, this gets a little trickier. Ideally, if it's a kettlebell, we can pull it from a center line, so it's almost like holding onto a barbell. Pulling this off-centered is going to be way more difficult to do on that hip balance and position. If that's what you guys want to roll with, feel free. I would say the easier of the two is probably to hold it on the same side as the leg that's going to be balancing first. If we're looking at a plate, you guys can pull the plate like this. You can pull the plate from a flat position if you want. You can turn the hands over. Or if you guys only have like the small steel plates at home, we can always slide those on a wooden dowel or a PVC pipe or something and kind of make ourselves a makeshift barbell and row from there. So that book bag, weight vest, whatever you guys want to use. If we have bands as our only option, it's still going to be doable. It might be a little bit more challenging because you're kind of pulling against your foot a little bit, but I'm going to take the band. I'm going to loop it underneath my foot, and then that's obviously going to be the leg that I'm going to be doing the hinge on, and pull through the tension of the foot, almost like I'm pushing in against the band with my foot and pulling against my foot for the row. Alright guys, so we're headed into the workout. Keep in mind it's going to be an ascending rep scheme here, so I'm going to walk you guys through this. 1 single arm swing right, 1 single arm swinging clean right, and 1 single arm swinging snatch right. After I finish that, I'm going to go down and hit my 10 mountain climbers. It's going to be 5 each side. I want you to go with the more aggressive version. Then we're going to go through the left arm, same series, 1, 1, 1, down, hit those mountain climbers. Now this is the part I want you guys to pay attention to. When you take it into the multiple rounds here, we're going to go 1 and 2 of the swing, 1 and 2 of the clean, and then 1 and 2 of the snatches before we go down to the mountain climbers, and then the set of 2 on the left. Alright, so let's talk about some modification options based on equipment here. So, if you guys have a dumbbell, the first part here, there's a couple ways we can do this. We can let it swing similar to how we let the kettlebell swing. We can let it swing more with a palm facing in grip, so thumb aim forward. Just obviously be careful about how hard you're going to slam that forearm into your hips. You don't overextend your elbow. We can treat it like a RDL, so hang clean, hang snatch, if you will. Or we can take that dumbbell all the way down to the ground and just make it a deadlift, a clean, and a snatch from the ground. However you guys want to do it, your call. As long as we're able to do it well, be careful of the single arm range of motion. Make sure it's something you guys can handle and you're not creating an awkward position, especially on that single arm deadlift. Now, if we're looking at a barbell, right, I can do a hip extension high pull. I can do a power clean, keeping these both from the hang, and then I can always slide the arms out and do that power snatch. You're only going to have to do that once each round, so it's not going to be the biggest thing in the world, but if you don't want to do that, we can do our hang hip extension, we can do our hang power clean, and then we can just make the third one a shoulder to overhead off of the power clean, so a clean and jerk, if you will.